ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Commodores will put total level on the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Georgia's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quick release on the RPO. Across the 45. Oh, he found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Larson. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hit.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Commodores offense will take the field for the first time. 21. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Got it, looking for the first down. Finds a crease at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what...
Oh, it's picked off. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at him.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big, strong, quick guys that don't like people, Reese Davis, that just love hitting people with aggressiveness. And just, it's so amazing that they find that year after year in this defensive line group.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse the ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Quarterback may change this route. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Larson. He's got his man. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Commodores will punt this one away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's looking deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Convoy, he's got 2. He's got 2. You got 2. Base.
Trying play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Vanderbilt, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Lots of running room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was depletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. It's caught. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Might be changing the route. They just keep firing. Quickly complete. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking downfield, it's Larson. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. Pressure coming. The sure hands, it's Maldonado. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Here we go.
To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He'll work his way down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense putting points on the board. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Georgia, 49, Vanderbilt, 3.
Coming out with it, it's Woods. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Thompson wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the ball's free in the end zone. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. From the gun, running back on the move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
56, Vanderbilt, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The RPO, it's complete. Running through contact. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Georgia! A great catch and run for 6.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
63, Vanderbilt, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off play action on first down. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. He leaves it with his back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got the quick completion. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick release by the QB. At the 45 on his way. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Looking downfield, it's Larson. It's complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you can keep finding them.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Back to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
The Commodores decide to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. off play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Vandy.
The number one job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes to the right. 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Thompson to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Commodores will call on their punt team.
Now, a fourth down.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
At midfield, he's got room. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Larson. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. They built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue.
Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Commodores just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. Here's the handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Commodores send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Zings it complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football.
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's a heat. Lets it fly on the move. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a third and long. Thompson wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
They'll line up for a second down play. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Commodores back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Finding open areas. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. It'll be a draw. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve's.
There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to keep
turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
42 Spider. 4-2
They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Thompson to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
On the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Georgia.
One more play to pad the stats. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Gain of 16.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time